Hey guys, welcome back to Sarah's Jewelry Studio. So today we're going to be doing an unboxing of the April 2023 Potomac Beads Best Bead Box. So this month the theme is blooming into spring. Okay, so it says enjoy the smells and sounds of spring as buds bloom and nature awakens. Create your unique spring masterpiece with this month's treasure collection of vibrant greens and pops of bold color. Is your creative brain still in hibernation? Mine's not. I've been working it lately. Simply cut some stretch string and make a multitude of stretch bracelets. Additionally, which is my favorite, Additionally, ensure you are getting the perfect fit. Size up your work with the included retractable tape measure. So lately they've been including tools. Now, if you remember last month, we also got a larger box and it opened from the end and it was a binder. So if you didn't see that, this was the binder box that we received last month. And so it opens on one end and it has the rings in here. And it said, you know, hint, hint, more to come. Well, so in this month's subscription box, when I got the envelope, inside was this also with some basic beading techniques in here, which is really awesome. So it shows you about how to basic stringing using a bead stopper, how to use a wire guard with thread, and how to crimp. So I thought there's nothing on the back. But yeah, so it shows you lots of cool information on here, which is great for definitely for beginning techniques, but sometimes, you know, there might be something, a way that you're doing something and you didn't realize that there was another way to do it, or you never know. So this is going to be really awesome. So I'm going to take a picture of this and post it in my community page, on my community tab. So if you want to look over any of this stuff, I'm going to post that there. So yeah, so this is the, this is in the Potomac Beads Best Bead Box. So I'm going to add this to my binder here, and I'm definitely going to read through this after I take that picture for myself and just see if there's anything in here that is something new to me that I haven't already been doing. Anyway, so yes, I'm going to show you guys this box, so stay tuned to see the unboxing. I'll give you a little quick sneak peek. Woo! So, alright, so stay tuned and we're going to see what all is in here. Alright, so here we go on this unboxing video. So this is the treasure subscription. And again, this is blooming into spring, which spring is definitely sprung around here. So we do have 17 items in this box here. Okay, there's the list. So I'm actually going to go through these in order. So let's go ahead and see what all we got. So the first thing here are these plated bead caps, filigree 4mm. So filigree just means where it has the kind of lace looking design, where it has holes in there. So these are nice little tiny ones. So just 4mm. These are going to have to go on some small beads, but I like that they're really this plated. It says on here that they're the premium 99.9% silver plated. It makes them really very silver. So I really like that. Lately, that's, you know, all that we've been getting is these 99.9% silver plated. Same with these. These are button shanks. So there's 2 of these. So I like to use these. I like to use buttons as clasps. Now these, because they are just so smooth on this outside, you could actually glue something to that, like a gemstone or you know, any kind of anything that you want to glue. Like I have some like resin flowers that actually might be really nice on there. That would make it really big for a button clasp, but it's just an idea. So those are fun if you have any like cabochons or anything that you want to put on there, which is just like a bead that has a flat back that doesn't have a hole drilled in it. Alright, so up next we have these Czech glass tile beads, 16mm. So they are 16mm square, and they're in turquoise travertine. It's like half faded, but I'm going to guess that's what the rest of that would be, turquoise travertine. So you can tell that travertine is kind of like that brown kind of color and that look to it. So these actually are really cool. I like how they're very natural. They have a lot of variation in each of the stones. Even though they're all drilled this way, so like some of them the lines go this way and some of them the markings go this way. So it just has a really nice variation to the beads. And if we'll flip them over, they'll pretty much look the same on this side. So those are nice. I like those. And they have a nice heavy feel to them too. So they are Czech glass tile beads. Okay, so up next we have some Czech faceted rounds, 4mm in peridot. So it's this nice little pretty pale green color here. So you can see they're nicely faceted. Got lots of sparkle in them. So we have a nice little strand here of these. So those are cool. I like how they the green pops next to those. Those are fun. Alright, so then next we have in a nice, very kind of neutral color here are some Mayuki Delica beads in opaque pear. And they're size 11-0. So the thing with the Mayuki beads is that they're all very similar, or not similar, but they're the same cut. So they have this, so if you use something like a loom, which I might do on this one, I might use the loom. We'll see. We'll see what else we got in here. But I've been talking about doing something with a loom, and I just haven't yet. But getting these, we might make that work. We'll see what else is in this box first, though, before I commit to that. But yeah, so these are nice. So anyway, they work very well in patterns when you get the C beads that are all the same size. Alright, so up next we have Potomac's Halo beads. So they're 1-hole rose gold. So, gotta look at these. I've never seen these before. Let's see what this means. Potomac's Halo beads 1-hole. So, I do see there's 1 hole there. So the 1 hole does actually go through. So I guess it just means as opposed to like a 2-hole bead. So this to me would be like a bead cage. So you could put another bead, put another bead inside of this. And then this would kind of spin around the bead. So those, I really want to make a pair of earrings with. I can already tell you that just because I think it's fun how this part would spin around a bead. So I'll have to see what kind of beads we got in this. If there's anything that would go in there. Obviously you need something that's drilled totally through. I'm looking at the next beads that I see that I'm about to pull. Those would not work. But yeah, so these are cool. And these are a nice gold color. Alright, so up next we have Czech Drop Matte Color Mix 10 grams. So these are, since they're drops, that means they are top drilled, so the bead hole just goes right across the top of the bead, so they don't go up and down through the bead. That's what I was saying. They definitely couldn't be used in this, which I don't think they're the right shape for that anyway, but I was just saying. So anyway, these are a pretty color mixture here. I really like these. So it looks like I got a couple of those. They're kind of like a blue and white kind of color mix. A lot of these are clear. It looks like there's some in this kind of green peridot color. Got some, they look like they're black, but I don't think they're actually black. Let's see if I can see some light through them. Yeah, I guess they're just kind of a matte black. These are kind of like a maroon and half maroon, half clear. These are like it's like a moonstone white kind of white. Not actually moonstone, but not clear white either. So, nice colors in there. Definitely goes with the color pattern so far we got going on here. Alright, up next we have, this is called a Czech glass organic disc in 24mm size. So it's actually quite large. It doesn't feel super heavy though. So, what did I say this was? Organic disc. So I don't know exactly what organic means. It doesn't feel as heavy as I would think stone would be. So I'm not sure what an organic mix would be. It is drilled. Oh, let's see if you can see that. There you go. So it is drilled. Just 1 hole across there. If you look in this end here, you can tell it looks like it's all white inside. So I don't think it's definitely not stone. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, I was trying to look in the light through the hole to see what I could see. It's definitely white all the way through. I mean, it is hard, and let me see if you can see light through it. Kind of see a little bit of light through it. don't know if we can make this work. I'm gonna bring my light down here. Hopefully I don't shine you guys out. See if we can make this work. Oh. See if you can see that it's a little bit opaque. So you can see how it brightens up the closer I get to the stone, through the middle of the stone, which to me says that you can see through it a little bit. So I don't think it's solid all the way across. Oops. Alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see if that part makes it into the cut of the end clip, because that might be a little too bright. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, so there is the organic disc in 24mm size. Alright, so up next we have, these are Czech glass table cut diamond. I'm guessing this is chartreuse. The label is cut off. So I'm going to say that's chartreuse because I don't know any other word that would start that way other than that. And this does seem to be about that color. So these are fun. So it's like a nice, very bright kind of green. And then it has this kind of natural edge on the sides there. See, it is drilled long ways. So these actually are very fun. I've never worked with any beads like these, exactly like this anyway. I like these. They got a pretty good thickness to them. So let's see. This is a little thicker still. Not quite as thick as that either. But they do have a good thickness to them. I'd say probably about 4mm thick. They're probably about the same size as that. So yeah. There's a good bit of them. What have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, I can't count. Apparently 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there's 10 of them. So yeah, so we get 10 of these Czech glass table cut diamond shapes, and they're 13 by 20mm. I'm really liking this color palette of these greens, this kind of natural tones here. Alright, so up next we have Czech glass faceted round 6mm in dark topaz. Let's cut off after that. PI. I'm not sure what that word was. There's not enough of that word to figure that one out. So these are nicely faceted. Very natural looking colors on here. So you can see some of these are opaque. You can see, like, especially like this one right here where you can kind of see through that bead. I'm not going to pull the light down again. Alright, so these are really nice. I like the color palette, so they really go nicely with the edge of these. And I mean, it honestly goes very nicely with these as well. I really like the cohesive theme we got going on here. Alright, so let's look at these next one. Now, right after I say that, then we got a nice little pop of color coming in. So this is Potomac Crystal Bicones Dark Sapphire 3mm. So I like this for a nice pop in here. So a nice little pop of color. Got some good sparkle on those. Nice faceting. So these are fun. I like the color on that. And I like the way that it kind of pops against those the green colors there. Alright, and then up next we have some more bicones. These are crystal 4mm, so these are clear. This will kind of bring it all together here. Oh, look at those. Those are really sparkly. A lot of shine in those. So these were 3mm, and then these are the next size up in 4mm. Alright, and then also in 4mm, we have some bright white 4mm Potomac pearls. This is an 8-inch strand. Let's go ahead and take this out of the bag here. So again, I like this, that they're bright white. They really add a nice pop of color. So you can see that with these blue, that's really nice with the big bright white. I like how they pop These colors, oh, that looks nice together, those two. So that is fun there. Okay, and then up next we have pewter end cone etched long cone silver. So 28 by 10 millimeters. We got some cones here. I was thinking I might make some earrings with these because I wanted to make earrings out of the last box with seed beads. So it's possible I might use these for that instead, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how these go. So this could be for, I could do a necklace with these and just do multiple strings between these two, or I may end up doing them as necklaces, like tassel necklaces, but with seed beads. So we'll see where we go with those. All right, and then last bead mix here we have is the Czech glass shape spring color mix. Well, so these are all different shapes. Oh, this is fun. So I haven't done a whole lot of stuff with all different shapes. So let's see what all we got. We got some flowers in here. We got some faceted beads. We got some leaves. What else we got in here? Some little hearts. Got some more. Is that a bicone? Is it? I think that's just like a faceted rounds in there. That's an interesting shape there. Is that top drilled? I think that is top drilled. Yes. Yep. Oh, look at this guy. He's fun. The little rainbow. What else we got in here? Some rondelle, kind of. This is kind of like a rondelle. Some stars. Oh, they're not stars. Haha, they're flowers. They're just upside down. But they did look like stars. So we could probably use those as stars somewhere. What's this? It's like a little dagger. There's a flower. So we got all kinds of goodies in here and a really nice color mix. It's like a little bit of wild flowers there. So those are awesome. We're going to put them up here. There you go. So this is actually a very bright and definitely springy. They hit the mark on that one. Collection of beads here. And then the last two things are things that they mentioned in the intro, and that was the elastic cords. This is 0.8 millimeter, which is the standard size I would use if I'm using this kind of cord stretch material. So this is Potomac's stretch string, and this is the premium quality. In my opinion, doing the 0.8 millimeter is a good quality. So let's see. So this is 16.4 feet, which is 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters. That's very small. Not making anything with that. 5 meters. That's a little better. So it says it's no fray. It's latex-free elastic cord. So it does feel very good. You want to make sure whenever you're using the stretch string that you give it a good pre-stretch. So that way once you put it together, as soon as it starts getting taken on and off, it doesn't start stretching out and then your work is too big. So you always want to pre-stretch your cord before you start working on it. Just a little quick tip. And then the last thing is this cool little tape measure. So that's what I was saying, measure your work. So you got millimeters and centimeters on this side, and then you got inches on this side. So that is really awesome. So I have like a sewing tape measure that I normally use, but it's not retractable. And so I'm always sitting here winding it up at the end of the night. So actually I think I'm going to use this from now on because it's retractable and it just stays put, so you don't have a big thing of tape measure just hanging all over your desk or having to fold it back up all the time. So this is really cool. Let's see how big it goes out. Well, that's about the longest thing I'm ever going to make in jewelry, so I don't need to pull it out anymore. That if I'm making something longer than 30 inches, well, that's pretty long. But let's see how far it goes out. I'm guessing 60 inches. Yep, 60. So that's 5 feet. So there's definitely plenty of tape measure for making jewelry, considering I'm probably going to use about this much all the time. Well, that's not true. I do like to measure my necklaces too. So we'll say normally it's going to go to this length at most on the general basis. All right. Anyway, so there we go. So this was the April 2023 Potomac Beads Best Bead Box Blooming into Spring Treasure subscription. And so yeah, there's the list of everything again. And then don't forget, if you want to sign up for this box, that you click the link in the description box below and go to their potomacbeads.com/ideas once you start getting the box to see other ways that you can do things to make this box. I think they just did the live unboxing yesterday, I think. So you can check that out also and see what else they might have. They might give you more tips to go along with this box. I didn't look at it myself yet because I wanted it to be a surprise when I opened the box for myself. So here we go. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great night.